D.C., our nation's capital. It's supposed to be at the heart of democracy and progress. But today, it's something else. A maze of bureaucrats, consultants, and contractors. The so-called credentialed elite. All orbiting the same bloated system that no longer works for the people it was built to serve. Inside the Beltway, the people running the show look impressive on paper. They've got advanced degrees, polished resumes, and titles that sound important. They drive nice cars, live in expensive suburbs, and send their kids to private schools. But for all that education, for all that expertise, the results they produce are bottom of the barrel. Many of these jobs are parasitic and are a negative value to society. Whole departments and contractor networks do not solve problems, but preserve them. Because if the problem goes away, so does the budget, the contract, and the comforts and high pay. It's not public service anymore. It's a self-serving ecosystem designed to protect itself, not the public. This is not a conspiracy. It's just human nature inside a corrupted system. People adapt to what is rewarded and incentivized. And in Washington, what's rewarded is compliance with the system, process, not innovation, not honesty, not courage. The bureaucrat who questions the rules, relegated to the sidelines. The contractor who points out inefficiency, dropped from the next bid. The consultant who tells the truth, they never get called again. So they learn to play the game. And the game has become unimaginably rigged. Meanwhile, the costs of this Beltway dysfunction fall squarely on the rest of us. Devaluation of the dollar, exploding national debt, a standard of living that's slowly eroding, especially for the younger generations. And many of our societal and global woes can be traced to what has become piss-poor, inward thinking in D.C. D.C., driven by power, profit, and control, and winning. This leaves little room for humanity's best traits, creativity, and empathy. The people inside the Beltway talk a good game. They always use the latest jargon and rhetoric, but their actions preserve outdated 20th century systems, clunky, corrupt, gamified systems that strangle progress while enriching those who influence them. For too long, the government has looked to its citizens to underwrite an institutionally corrupt system. The boomers have looked to younger generations to underwrite their standard of living. We've looked at this nation like the proverbial goose that laid the golden eggs, always demanding more eggs, but killing the goose in the process. For many of the boomers, they enabled and fostered corruption within institutions, largely out of generational decadence, delusion, and, quite frankly, a healthy dose of ingratitude. But they always made sure to benefit themselves, at least materially. And what about the millennials, the largest segment of the workforce? They bought into their parents, the boomers' picture of reality completely. And now they're running it, without ever questioning if it still makes sense. So the same bad incentives live on, just with newer titles and fresher jargon. When these insiders face failure, they don't reform. They double down. They expand agencies, add more rules, create more oversight boards, fund more studies, all of which feed the beast, not fix the problem. It's a 20th century bureaucracy trying to run a 21st century world and failing. The system rewards self-preservation over public good. And that's not just inefficient, it's immoral. Because the people they're supposed to serve, the American public, are the ones paying the price. Washington, D.C. doesn't just need reform. It needs a moral reset and an expanded consciousness. Insiders are creating problems and harsh realities. We can't keep pretending that the same institutions and thinking that created this mess will somehow find the courage to clean it up. The truth is simple. Beltway isn't saving America. It's holding it back and harming us so that insiders can grab more. And until the people inside those marble buildings remember what public service actually means, the rest of us will keep paying the price for their failure. We don't have to view the world through 19th century and 20th century paradigms or systems that have been corrupted decades ago. We don't have to keep using the same old ideas, the same concepts. We can level up. There is an alternative. Join the consciousness revolution.